Welcome back to Tune Up. We have changed the location. We're out at the park again just to show you that you can get out and have some fun. And today is going to be even more fun as we talk about blocking and tackling. This is probably the most important day that we've had yet because we really get down to the nuts and bolts, and that's what parents want to know. Are their children being taught the proper way to block, the proper way to tackle, and to stay safe while doing so? So it's a fun day. We're excited to have Dash back. Finally, we get a Bears jersey to rep Chicago. He's wearing Khalil Mack, as he knows we'll also talk defense a little bit later. And what makes this more fun, he brought a good friend along with him, Caden Chase, who joins us today. So we're excited to have Caden, and we're ready to get going.
Ready, go.
So as we huddle up, I'm going to take us through the three main points of blocking. We're going to start with the stance, and with your stance comes the footwork. So it starts with your base and down at the bottom. Got to have your feet about shoulder width apart. You'll see the boys get a chance to execute it, and I'm going to have them slide their foot back a little bit just so that they can have good bend and balance. Those are two critical words when you're talking about being an effective blocker. You got to be able to bend, and you got to have good balance. And then we're just going to work our way up. Once you get your footwork sound, then it's about having your hands sound, having good strong hands and great hand placement. So we'll have a chance to outline that and demonstrate that for you. And then lastly, once we put that together, then we'll do the drive blocking. So then we'll have our feet working with our hands, and then we'll be executing an effective block. Let's jump right into it. So we talk about blocking. The key with blocking is for these guys to get the stance down. So you want to make sure that you get proper alignment. They can't have an effective block without an effective stance. So let's start there. We'll start with the stance. All right, boys, here's what we want to do. We want to get our feet about shoulder width apart, right? We want a good base, so let's get our steps. Awesome, good. Look at that, shoulder width apart, beautiful, beautiful right here. Caden's a little bit taller, longer arms. Doesn't matter about the disposition in this. It's all about how your alignment and your footwork, how it looks. So then we just go to slide, boys. Slide that foot back a little bit. Slide it, good. Good job, Caden. I liked what Caden did there. He slid his foot back, but he kept that toe straight. And then dashes, he lost a little bit of balance, but we can straighten that up and clean that up. Now the footwork looks good. He's in a slide position. These boys are ready. And then what we want to do after that, then we want to go down from there. Go down in our stance, down, right here. Sitting down in the chair, beautiful. Resting the elbows right on the thighs. The elbows right on the thighs. Get down, almost like you're sitting in a chair. Keep your head up, Caden. Dash, head up. Good. Good balance. So what you want to see, Caden's nice right here. It's literally like he's sitting in a chair. Look at the flat back, and he has the head up. Here's the flat back. Dash, get your head up. Now these guys are ready to go. We talked about bend. Look at the knee bend. Look at the foot action. They're nice and balanced. So then, after we get that footwork, now we go up to the hand. Caden's gonna go first. Caden, from that position, I'm gonna say hit, and I want you to get your hands in here and strike. He's gonna get a chance to hit me. Kids love to do that. They like to take on the coach. So when I say hit, Caden, you're gonna step and get your hands inside. Let's try it. Hit. Nice. Excellent. Could not have been better. Good punch, good drive. He transferred his weight and power into me, and he got the good arm extension. Try it again, Caden. Head up. Watch how his back is flat. His power comes from his legs and his butt. That's how you get a good block, right, boys? That legs and the butt. So here we go. Caden, say hit. Nice. Excellent. That was perfect for him. Now let's go over to Dash. A little bit smaller than Caden. We still want the same position. Excellent bend. Back is flat. And I like to joke around with these guys. I'll tell them, I want your back flat so that I can put a glass of milk up here and it won't spill over. That way they know how to have a flat back. Dash has to keep his head up. That's most important. And then when I say hut, he's going to strike. Hut. Good. Do it from a three-point stance all the way down. Good. Head up. Back's flat. Look at the butt down. Hit. Good strike. Now the key here, folks, and when you talk to these guys, is make sure, don't cloud their mind. Keep it simple. We saw the transfer, the power. Now when you strike and get your hands inside. That is the critical element, because the first person to get their hands inside typically wins. So if you engage the defender right here, now you can control him. Outside run, I can turn him here. Inside run, I can turn him here. So that becomes a very critical piece. Excellent job, boys. All right, steps.
Step.
Slide.
Slide.
Sit.
Sit.
Shoot the hand.
Hand. Hands.
All right, now we're gonna put it all together. How does it work? So Caden, this is where you can really have some fun with it. You say, all right, I wanna see these guys move me. Now it's the drive block. We're putting it all together. Talked about the feet, the hands. Now Caden gets to execute. So Caden, we're gonna start with just you. You're gonna get back in your 3-point stance, hands out, ready to go. Set your feet. Slide. Nice slide. That is a great kick slide. Look like a pro. Down, right here. Good, excellent. Remember, good. Elbows right there on the thighs. Set, all the way down, head up. Now you're gonna fire out when I say hut, and you're gonna kind of run at me, all right? And you're gonna drive me back 5 steps, all right? Looking up, Caden. Set, hut. Oh, good job. Nice, good power. See how he had the hands inside? That gave him all the power and the leverage that he needed. He was able to uncoil his hips when he comes to block. That means snap his hips through, then he's in a good drive position. That's an excellent drive block. All right, how about you, Dash? Let's see it. Head up, uncoil those hips like Caden did, snap those hips through contact. All right, you're gonna engage me. Ready? Go. Good. Head up. Nice. Drive, 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 drive. Excellent. You can feel the pop and the explosion in their hips. So again, one of the keys, hands inside. First man get their hands inside typically wins in football. That was an excellent job by both guys at assessing the drive block and pushing coach down the field. 2. And so we were talking about the block, but we were doing it from an offensive lineman perspective and standpoint. But what if I'm a wide receiver and I need to get to a cutoff block? Defensive back is pursuing. Well, I got to be able to get to my point, get to my spot, and then control him one way or the other. And so what we're going to work on right now with Dash is we're going to have him line up. He's going to be like the receiver going for a stalk block. So Dash, you're going to get in a good wide receiver stance, okay? We know the defender's probably going to be coming this way. He's going to keep everything funneled inside. That's what they're taught to do. All right, so you got to come here. I'm going to play the defender. I'm going to try to get to the spot, come make a play. You got to get to your spot first, set up, Dash, and be ready to block. Got it? Here we go. All right, you're the wide receiver. Ready, get to your spot. On hut, on hut, on hut. Set, hut. Get to your spot. There it is, there it is. Get your hands. Good, good. We talked about knee bend, right? You want to be a knee bender, not a waist bender. That's how you can tell with a good lineman, because they can bend at the knees. They don't just bend over at the waist. That's where your power is coming from. Keep your head up. Now Dash is in a position where he can engage that defender. Now they can run a play right off of his butt, okay? They can cut inside and run a play right here. He gets his hands up. He's got the defender engaged. Now I have an alleyway if I'm the runner to run right behind him. And so that's what we call a stalk block. It's getting out on the perimeter and being able to wall out the defender to create a running seam. Excellent job. All right, here we go, Caden, you're up next now. Caden, again, a little bigger body. This gives us a great look. I like having the different dispositions. Excellent wide receiver stance. Caden, when I say hut, get to your spot, you're gonna wall out the defender. This is called a stalk block. Here we go, ready, set, hut. Get to your spot, Caden, good, good. Right there, set up. Good, bend, bend, bend those knees. Get a little wider base, Caden, a little wider. Excellent. All right, get down, shoot those arms. He has long arms out here. He wants to get those arms inside, be able to engage. Here's the wide base, bend at the knees. Gotta get more bend, bend, sit down. Almost like you're sitting in a chair. Widen your feet here, okay? Sit down, there you go, get those arms. Now he's ready. See, look at the knee bend, look at the position, the power. We gotta work on the balance a little bit, but now he's ready to shoot those hands out, so he gets the defense. Now shoot your hand. Right here like we were doing before, right here. Shoot those hands right here. Now I'm the defender, he gets those hands inside and he can control me. So ultimately, that's what we have to be able to do. Excellent position. Again, we were cleaning up his feet a little bit. He got the wide base now. He had the good bend at the knees, not the hips. And now all of a sudden, he's in a good run blocking position. Excellent job. Go. There you go. Good job. Caden and Dash did such a great job on blocking. Now we got to get to tackling the other side of the ball. So I'm glad he wore the Khalil Mack jersey to represent, because tackling is about having the want to and the will to go down and tackle somebody who, in a lot of cases, is bigger than you. But in order to do that, you have to have the right fundamentals and the right technique. And once again, like blocking, it all starts with your feet, your base. And so you want to get in what we call a good tackling position. So we're going to have our 1 foot slid back. Our power comes from our butt. You tell your kids that, they're going to start laughing. All your power is from your butt and your legs. And you sit down in the chair just like this. Now you're ready to strike, okay? We got the good bend in the knees. The butt is down. We're not high right here. Our hands are ready. Our neck is bowed. What we mean by that is our neck is bowed. That gives us some strength back here. Our head is up. So now we're in a great tackling position. Most important thing when you're working with young kids is you got to keep their head up when they make a tackle. Why? Because it's going to keep them safe. You won't get injured when that head's up and your neck's bowed, okay? And then what we want to do is we want to snap our hips through the contact. So what we'll do with the boys, we'll do a drill and we'll show them where they snap these hips through. All right, you snap your hips through, you shoot your guns, which means you get your arms out, you wrap up, and then now what they're teaching you, it's a grab cloth. Why do you grab cloth? Well, a good back might break out of your tackle, but if you're grabbing the cloth, you can hold on. If I grab that cloth and he gets free, I can hold on to him until the help comes. So let's let these guys do it. They're the masters at it. They want to do it right. Let's see. All right, let's get in a good tackling position. Let's start with Caden first. Good tackling position. Where is your power source? It is your legs and your butt. Excellent. Good. I like it. Now you're sitting down in the chair. Excellent. Back flat. Look at how he has his neck bowed. That's exactly what we teach, folks. Neck bowed, his head is up. Remember, if your head's down, only thing you can see are your own 2 feet. You certainly can't see the target that you're trying to strike. All right, so now what we want to do, Caden's going to be in good position, a little lower. Now we're going to have some fun. We're going to let him get a chance to hit coach because I know he wants to drive me back. So you're going to come right through, take 2 steps, pop, and then I want you to drive me, Caden. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Stop. Now, this is what you often get when you're teaching the first time and guys are trying it. They're going to try to grab you here. It's almost like they're blocking again. What you want is to get those arms around so you can wrap up the ball carrier. So, Kate, you want to get those arms around me. Now you want to drive, or as we call, run your feet through the contact. Let's try it again, Kate. Get those arms around me. He did a good job with his stance, and now we got to do the execution, put it all together. Good stance again. Good bend, look at the neck bowed. Good. There's the power source. Back's flat. He's ready to go. All right. Now wrap me up this time. Ready? Go. Good. Wrap, drive, 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 drive. See how he snaps his hips through? He's running his feet through the contact. All right. You want to run through it, not to it, is what coaches like to say. We want to run through it, not to it. Not just to the person, you want to run right through him. Good job, Dash. You're up now. Okay, Dash, good tackling position. Good. Ready to shoot your hands, fire out, run those feet through the contact. Here we go. All right, now, good point. I just saw what he did there. Lots of kids like to do this, right? And why not? They want to wind their hands up. You don't want to do that. You want to just shoot your hands here. All right, not a big wind up. If you're doing that, a good back's going to be out in this curtain. You want to have your hands right here, be able to shoot them quickly. Okay, Dash, here we go. Ready, set, go. Here, stop him again. Don't let them get into bad habits. Look at his hand placement. Put your hands up again. A good back, even at their level, is gonna run right out of this. Gotta wrap them up. Gotta wrap up, keep your head up. Most importantly, keep that head up. This is good tackling position, okay? This is good tackling position. This is how you wanna be, Dash. Let's try it again. You don't wanna have your hands here. You wanna be able to wrap them up. Get your good power source, your base, tackling stance, good. Hands ready to go. Neck bowed. Remember how Caden had this neck bowed? There you go, head up. If you have that head up, it's gonna automatically make you have your neck bowed. Good, now go, Dash. Ready, go. Good, get the hands around, head up, head up, head up. Okay, awesome. Let's try one more time. Keep your head up. When you hit contact, I tell guys all the time, if you stop your feet upon contact, you're in trouble. You cannot stop your feet when making the tackle. You have to run through the contact. Let's try it one more time, Dash. Here we go. Good stance, power source, good base. Head up, neck bowed. You got Khalil Mack jersey. It's one of the best in the game. You got to represent. Let me see you bring it this time. Get down, get more bend. You're a monster of the midway. Let's go. On hut. Ready, set, hut. Good. Head up now. Much better. Much better. That was a clean tackle. That's exactly what we want. So just a quick recap here. It starts with the footwork, the base. Get a good wide base. All right, but be balanced. And remember, tell these guys, no wind up. This isn't a haymaker. You want your hands right here so you can shoot them quickly. And then you have to run through the contact, keep your feet moving. But the most important thing you want them to learn, even if they don't get anything else, is to keep their head up when they're tackling someone, see their target, see what they're hitting. That will keep them safe. That's the most important thing that we can teach you here at On The Go Sports. Bend, more bend. There we go. Ready, go. Oh, now we're back. The monsters of the midways here. Khalil Mack, we get a chance to go tackle. Listen, this is what these guys really want to do. They want to apply what they learned. They want to hit somebody, hit a ball carrier. So here's what you got to do. If you don't have someone to run the ball for you, just get like a little practice dummy like we have here. And then what we will do, you will get your defender lined up, Dash, get your good base, get your football stance, good tackling position. All right, now you get a chance to go strike the ball carrier, okay? Remember what we talked about. Most important thing is what? Keep your head up, keep your neck bowed, okay? Then you want to run through the contact, not to it. And then as we talked about, run your feet through the contact, snap your hips through, and then finish with force, all right? Create a collision is what my coach always would tell me. You have to create a collision. Here we go. Dash, on hut. Ready, fire out. Set, hut. I like the finish. I didn't like the start because I thought he dropped his head down, and when you drop your head down, you can't see your target. And then that's the liability, all right? That's when you can potentially get hurt. So we're gonna have him do it again, and that's okay. This is a repetition thing for kids to get sometimes. Dash, everything was good, but I want your head up so you see your target when you hit, and keep that neck bowed, just like we practiced earlier. Okay, let's try it again. Head up, good strike, lift, run through the contact. Ready, set, hut. Much better, good, good. Excellent, I like that, I like that. Now, we'll get Caden involved, all right? Create an impact. Remember what I talked about, Caden? Create a collision. Good strike, you want to finish. Look, he's got the good knee bend. I love the way he has his neck bowed. We've said that a bunch today, but it's so important because if the neck is bowed, the head is up. If the head's up, you can see your target. Good job, Caden, good body position. All right, on hut. Ready, set, hut. Good strike, good, and drive. And I'm okay with that. I love the finish. Why? Because you want to over-exaggerate that. But what it does is it proves your point to them of running through the contact. So let them run all the way down like that. Let them finish. That is excellent tackling there. Caden, good job. Give me some. Way to go. Caden, he brought it. But that's what we got to do, guys. We had a great day talking blocking, tackling. It's the finer points. It's the little detail. Don't cloud their mind so much. Keep it simple. Blocking starts with your feet. All right, got to have a good base, good bend. All right, then we get our hands in. Remember what we talked about. First man that gets his hands inside typically wins that battle. All right, and then when we go defense tackling, all right, defense, you want to be able to run your feet through the contact. You got to snap your hips through. You got to explode. But with young kids, most important thing, I've said it over and over because I want you guys to remember it's the most important thing you can learn today when working with little guys. Make them keep their head up, make them see their target, all right, and be ready in a good tackling position. This is a great tackling position right here. Then we run through the contact, we wrap, We grab cloth, we bring our hips, we snap them through, we run through the contact, and that is the perfect way to make a tackle.
Go.
Roar!
Well, another awesome day on Tune Up, and what makes it more fun is when you bring a friend along. And Caden Chase was here to join Dash. What a great day we had. These guys wear wristbands that say Building Champions with On The Go Sports, and that's exactly what we did today. We talked about blocking and tackling. It's the most important day thus far. Why? Because football at its core is still about blocking and tackling. The team that blocks the best and tackles the best typically wins the game. So remember, with these guys, we work on getting a good proper stance. It's so much about the technique. We talked about getting a nice wide base, shoulder width apart. Then I said slide to these guys. Remember when they slid their foot back? We always say we want knee benders versus waist benders. So you bend at the knees, then we worked our way up. Then it's about your hands. The nice thing with Caden, he has heavy hands. That's what you like in a blocker. And so those big, strong hands, he was able to get inside, which is what we coach and teach. And then we finished with the drive block. We were able to execute. Remember, they had a chance to drive block, power block me, get me turned, walled out, good position. So it starts with the feet, then it goes up to the hands, then you finish with the drive block. On the other side of the ball, you guys know I was a cornerback with the Chicago Bears. I played defense all my life. It was a fun day for me because we get to talk about tackling. And for so many parents who have apprehension about their kids playing, it's because they feel they're not learning how to block and tackle the right way. So I put heavy emphasis on that today. We talked about the little detailed things. We talked about having a good tackling position. All right, we said the power source is your butt and your legs, right? And then we also said you want to snap your hips, boys. Snap your hips through the contact. We gotta always wrap up, all right? Snap those hips, we lift, and we run our feet through the contact while grabbing the cloth of the ball carrier. And if we can remember those things, keep it simple for these guys. These guys wanna learn. They wanna be coached the right way. Well, you gotta keep it simple. That's what we do at On The Go Sports. You can find us at www.otgsportsinc.com to get many more of the tune-up. It was a fun day. Great having these guys out. Welcome to the Monsters of the Midway. It's tune-up. We're out. Steps.
Step.
Slide.
Slide.
Sit.
Sit.
Shoot the hand.
Hands. Hands.
Go.
Roar!
That actually
Go.
Roar!
Great job.